As in, that's not great. Anyway. Anyway, we'll talk more about appropriate friendship later. But in the meantime, dihybrid crosses. We've looked at tracking genes over generations, right? Using Punnett squares. But what we haven't done for one trait only. What we haven't done is looked at more than one trait. But of course, real people have more than one gene. Of course, you have thousands of genes. In fact, you have hundreds of thousands of genes. So that makes it much more complicated, right? We're not going to work our way up to tracking all of your genes. That becomes incredibly complex math. Today, we're going to look at tracking 2 genes. Sure, that'd be great.
Lovely.
So,
Sorry.
kid, I love you. You're the best.
Everything always so loud.
You are, and listen, we share that in common. Demurred is not the first trait that comes to mind, but that's okay. So, if you recall, we have the dominant trait of tallness, and we have the recessive trait of shortness. Right? And
Is that it cut off? Is that a 2?
What?
Yeah. Like up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then if you recall also, we had the dominant trait of yellow seeds. Does anyone remember what the recessive trait was?
Green.
Yeah, good. So we've looked at these already. But now we're going to look at, can we consider cases where we're tracking 2 genes at once? All right? So
That's a fancy Y.
that is a fancy Y. I was feeling fancy. Purebred, tall, green-seeded. Wow. Okay, shh. Plant is bred with one heterozygous for both traits. Take a minute and write that, but also take a minute and think about that. What's that mean? We're not tracking one trait here, we're tracking 2 traits. So we're going to need a genotype for mom and a genotype for dad, plant. Mary and Bob, shall we say. That tracks both of these genes, right? So let's talk about the genotypes then. We have the maternal plant, right? The one providing the seed. And what will the maternal plant's genotype be? We know that is purebred, tall green seeded, right? So what 2 traits do we have to think about? Well, for tallness, assuming this is purebred, what will the genotype be?
2 capital C's.
Okay, and what about for seeds? Lowercase y, lowercase y. Does that make sense? That's mom's genotype. Big T, little y, little y. What about the paternal genotype?
Is it say green.
You see the color, it's all
The paternal plant in this case is,
Is that a Y?
yes.
Both. Y, but capital T, lowercase t.
Okay, capital T, lowercase t, because that's what it means to be heterozygous, is to have one of each. And what about for seed color?
Capital Y, lowercase y.
Capital Y, lowercase y. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a minute. Let's take a minute and let's ask, how many ways can we make sex cells from this? Because remember, sex cells, you either get the big T or you get the little t, but you also either get the big Y or you get the little y. So altogether, how many combinations are there? You could have the big T with the little t, or no, you get one of them. So you'll either get the big T with big Y, right? Or you'll get big T with... We're not talking about making a Punnett square. Like, we're not talking about the offspring yet. We're just talking about the Punnett square itself. We're just talking about how many ways we can make sex cells here. Because this is going to be a more complicated Punnett square. It's going to need to be a 4x4 grid.
Oh, really?
That's a little Y. That's the worst looking little Y ever. Okay, so now listen. Look at me. Don't do this. Look at me. Look at me. Put your pens down. Everyone put your pencil down. Pencils down. And pens. Okay. Put it down. Thank you. Don't do this. Look, this doesn't make any sense. Don't do that. Because remember, the whole point of this is that each one of these is a possible egg, right? Each one of these is a possible, in this case, not egg, seed, right? So that means that you have to consider that a seed is going to have one of each gene. Does that make sense? Which means for this one, the seed will either have these paired together, which is big T, little y, okay? Or it will have these two paired together, which this one's boring, will also be big T, little y, okay? Or it will have these two together, which is big T, little y, okay? This one is boring. Or it will have, I need another color, these two together, which will be big T, little y. Okay.
Are we allowed to write now?
Nope. No, I'll tell you when. Does that make sense? Do you see how we got that here? So listen, this is important. When you go to do a dihybrid cross, every one of these needs to be a possible sex cell. And a sex cell isn't going to have two copies of each gene. A sex cell is going to have one copy of each gene, but it's going to have a copy of each gene. I cannot tell you how many times I get a Punnett square like this, and they put the big T here, then a big T here, then a little y there, and a little y there. It's not going to give you any result. That doesn't mean anything. Does that make sense? Each of these has to be a possible sex cell. Now that one was boring, but the paternal will be a little bit more interesting, because in the paternal we have big T, big Y, little y, right? What will the possible combinations here be? Well, it will either be big T, big Y, outside, or it will be big T, little y. That's another possible sex cell. Or it will be...
Little t, big y.
Yep, thank you. Nope. Kate's right.
Or
Little t, big y. Or it will be...
little t, little y.
Little t, little y. Those are all the possible combinations. Does that make sense? And listen, I didn't just pick these randomly. I did them looking at the paternal, looking at all the ways they could cross. Does that make sense? All right? I've had some people, look at me, I've actually had some people who like to take this and make a little Punnett square to do it first, where they say I could either pass on the big T or the little t. I could either pass on the big Y or the little y. And then they do that and they say, okay, that'd be big T, big Y, little y, big T, little y, little t, little y, right? Like they actually do the Punnett square here to come up with those. I don't like to do that because I can just kind of do this in my head. But if that's more helpful to like use a Punnett square to populate this, go nuts. That's fine. That's a different way of using it. The important thing is these have to be all the possible sex cells that this type could produce. Does that make sense? In this case, no matter what we do, they're always going to be the same because mom is always going to pass on a big T and she's always going to pass on a big Y. But the paternal one, in this case, is as complicated as it could be because the paternal plant here could pass on big T or little t and could pass on big Y or little y. Does that make sense? All right. Now when they cross, what will this combination give you? Big T, big T, big T, big Y, little y. What will this genotype be? No, what will the phenotype be? What will this plant look like? Tall and yellow.
Are you writing now?
Good. Yeah, you can write now. What about this one here? What combination will we get here?
Tall and green.
Yeah, and how'd you get that? You're right that it'll be tall and green. What will the genotype be?
It will be big T, little y, little y.
Very good. Okay. What about this one here?
Big T is
Big T, small t. Yeah.
big Y, small y.
Great. And what will that look like?
Tall and yellow.
Tall and yellow. Good. And here?
Which one?
This one here?
Big T, little t.
Big T, little t.
Little y, little y.
Little y, little y. And what will this be?
Tall and green.
Tall and green. Great. Now this one is actually pretty friendly because what do we notice?
It's two of each.
Yeah, in fact, if you look, all of these are the same. So these should just go all the way through. Does that make sense? Does anyone want me to fill it all out, every single one? You'll have plenty where you have to fill it out all 16. This one, you don't have to. That's kind of nice. But all the same, how many spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So all of our fractions are going to be out of 16. Okay. So in this case, big T, big Y, big Y. How many of the offspring are that?
4 out of 16. Oh, sorry. 0.
0 of 16, right? What about big T, big Y, big Y? 0 out of 16, because we always have at least one small y, right? What about big T, big Y, little y? 4 out of 16, right? Because that one, and it goes across, right? So 4 out of 16. What's 4 out of 16? What percentage is that? 25%.
Or 1/4.
Yep. Absolutely. What about big T, little y, little y? 4 out of 16, which is 25%. What about big T, big Y, little y? 4 out of 16, right? Which is 25%. And then you could be big T, little y, and that would be 4 out of 16, which is 25%. And then the double little t's, will all be 0, right? We don't have any of those. But those would be all the possible genotypic frequencies, and you can see we only have these 4, right? And then the phenotypic frequencies, we could have tall and yellow, tall and green, short and yellow, And we could have short and green. And how many of these are tall and yellow? Yeah, 8 out of 16, which is 50%. How many are tall and green? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 16, which is 50%. And how many are short and yellow? 0. How many are short and green? 0. Cool. That's pretty complicated, right? Pretty messy. That's just with 2 traits. Could we potentially look at 3 traits or 4 traits if we wanted to? You could. Would that turn into a huge mess? Yeah. Am I going to do that to you? Yeah, but it'll be a bonus question. But yes, I always put it on as a bonus. And it's not, honestly, it's not any harder. It's just longer. It's just tedious. This tends to be tedious work. Yeah.
What is like the number above the 16 on tall and yellow?
You tell me how many. Let's not copy me. Let's just count. Tall and yellow would be this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. Good.
Can we please zoom back out?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I live to serve.
Oh, half and 6. No.
That's okay. I wasn't saying that to be critical of you. And those are terrible looking 8s. Is that better?
Yes.
Good. I don't know why I put those so far to the right. And if you found that you put them way too far to the right, just give a little highlight and just slide that on back.
Bro.
Just like that. Sorry, am I your bro? I guess I got off easy, but I prefer like Mr. Orlando or Sir. Like I could live with Orlando, which seems to be like the Eastdale way. You know. Kartik called me by my first name the other day. I kicked him out of class for the day. I said Kartik called me by my first name the other day. I kicked him out of class for the day.
Why?
You didn't even kick him out for the whole class when he called you Joey.
I think I did kick him out.
Not for the whole class. You told him to go for a walk.
Yeah, I don't think he came back. Did he come back?
I don't
I
remember.
don't know. My memory is I did not let him come back. Anyway, didn't care for it. Love the kid. Didn't care for it.
You got that over
Sorry?
Is that all already done?
No.
Of course it's not. Don't tell him that because then he's gonna move on and I'm not ready.
No.
I'm waiting. Guys, I'm here for you.
It takes 10 minutes.
You can do it for homework. That's fine.
Oh. I would rather do that.
So I hope you can see my stare. that
Are we gonna have homework today on this?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you ask me? Why does everyone
Who just asked for homework?
I didn't ask for homework. I asked if we
Guys,
were getting homework.
shh.
Why would you do that?
Stop being whiners.
Get off
Nobody likes a
your
whiner, yeah.
desktop.
Are you dressing up for Halloween?
I hadn't even thought of it. I guess I probably should, eh?
Because then we have
Yeah, you
practice.
should.
I should.
How about you go search it up online?
He said I should dress up, shouldn't I? Yes, you should.
Yeah.
You should dress up as...
Careful. Careful.
Nathan,
Tread lightly.
Nathan was Doodle Bob last year.
Yeah, do I?
I don't know what that is.
It's like SpongeBob the John.
Okay.
Doodle Bob.
I'm not that up on like what sounds to me like probably 10-year-old pop culture, I'm afraid. I'm an old man. I don't, yeah. I don't.
Yes, dress up as Alexander.
Oh my god, are you for real?
Dress up as what?
Alexander Hamilton.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna be the kid.
Oh, I'd like
You
being
know
Hamilton.
the one that
I feel like that would have been easier when I had longer hair.
No, yeah.
This won't go in a ponytail. It's too short.
In a slick back, it totally will.
I don't know.
No, it's totally different.
That's not staying.
No, yeah, you look like him.
That's not staying.
You act in Broadway. You want an elastic?
I have elastics. It won't stay. It's too short.
No.
Anyway,
You can get extensions.
I could get extensions. That's true. That's one of the things I could do.
Or wig.
Alexander Hamilton. Anyway, all right. So example 2 is yeah. Oh, you think I was lying? Okay. Yeah, so use another one.
Oh.
McKenna is spicy today.
So Orlando's spicy today.
Spicy every day.
It's always spicy.
See? See? There it is. 2 plants heterozygous for both traits are bred. Go. So again, how big does our Punnett square have to be in this case?
4 by 4.
4 by 4, which gives us how many squares?
16.
16. Very good. You guys are so good.
I'm honestly gonna kill you off.
Can you please, for like the top 4 so I at least have to do this.
Stop being a sulk. Nobody likes a sulk.
I can't wait to become a nurse and do this at the bedside. I'm so excited, you guys.
You're going to do Punnett squares at people's bedside. Someone's going to be like, oh no, my kidneys are failing. I need dialysis. You'll be like, no problem. First, Punnett square. All right, go, get to it. So heterozygous for both traits. Fill them in. Go. I'm going to give you 7 minutes.
I honestly, McKenna. I was about to say something so rude, but I realized I would be recorded.
Shh. Guys, quiet. Just get to work. All right? Oh, I have a coverage next year and I don't want to do it.
Where, Rotella?
Yeah.
I want to go back.
You want to call tune them up for me?
Yeah.
Keep them in order. They're a nice group. They're just kind of the little rowdy, and I'm not in the mood today, and I'm worried I'm gonna get irritable and then start shouting.
Are they ninth graders?
Like 9s and 10s, yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Have fun with that.
I don't like shouting.
Yeah, but you will.
Like 9 and 10 essential science.
Oh my gosh, that's a text that I asked you to do.
There you go.
I would give you these examples.
I have faith in you. Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
I love grade 9 science. That's like
I really like grade 9 science. I find the ecology unit a little boring. A little dull. But I like the space unit a lot. I like the electricity unit a lot. And obviously chemistry is. Sorry?
I failed the electricity.
Did you?
Yeah. I just never understood.
I still don't know how to make a circuit.
I do not know.
You had me grading that last year and they'd asked me for help and I was like,
That's why you're the perfect person to grade it. Be like, yeah, I can't help you.
yeah, I would just
No idea.
I'd be like,
That's like an interruption.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You just want Brendan Barassa, please.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. See if nothing.
I actually remember the.
Brendan.
5 minutes. No idea.
Alright.
Bye, sir. You have a good one.
Of course they are on a different frequency. They're of course on a different frequency.
Mr. Orlando and Kate are all on the same frequency, but different than everyone else.
I don't use his notes.
I can read my own. You don't have to read my writing.
It's super good.
I'm just moving away so then when you notice that they're talking, I'm not going to be the one smirking. That's all. And he knows that I'm right because he's smirking.
It's okay. Some people want to quiz again tomorrow. I understand.
I know what was this like a surprise quiz?
No.
No idea.
No, I announced it at the beginning of class yesterday. And we start at the beginning of class today. Do with that information what you will.
Are you getting math?
At least it was a pop quiz.
I hate when people are late. It makes me furious.
I haven't been late one time.
I'm only late if I have like stuff like choir or council.
If I say you would say it.
No, I was gonna say hot news.
No, I don't think your teacher can mind you for before, so.
I didn't even need to.
This is not something one.
Horrible experience.
How will it be like, whoops? Oh, whoops! Tried to say Mr. Orlando. Accidentally, right? Like, come on. What does that even mean?
I'm not saying
I
that
didn't
there's
even
like.
need to say that. It just came out of my mouth and I was like, guys.
I'm not saying that another bad word isn't bad, but like out of all names, that is the one that you.
That slips out? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay, I own my firstborn child.
What? Forgiveness? I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, that, no. Did you say me neither? Okay. Interesting. All right. All right. So tomorrow we'll take this one up. So have this done by tomorrow, because tomorrow you'll get a little bit of practice work with these, and then you'll also.
I'm actually going to be doing
It's
a
Kay
press
Clark.
square and a dialysis.
Kayla Clark is here.
Then, because I go for placements tonight, so I'll just do it there.
Perfect. See, it's perfect timing. And then listen. Listen up. Tomorrow you will have some time to finish up your projects, which are due when? Tomorrow. And at those ones, I'm going to grade tomorrow, which means if they're unfinished, I'm going to grade them as is. All right? So get it done.
How much did you actually do?
No, I actually almost done.
And listen, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, all right? I don't want to hear, I'm working real hard at it, it's just not done. Get it done. A bird in hand is better than three in the field. You heard that expression before? What do you people hear? Anyway, it means what I want is your assignment finished. I don't want it to be, it'd be great if it were perfect. That's wonderful. But what I want is for it to be finished. Have it completed. Thank you.